Hello students, welcome to Aditya Academy. I'm Dr. Ragini Arora and today we are going to solve first 7 questions of exercise 5.3 of chapter Arithmetic Progressions from NCERT. Now this exercise is about the sum of n terms of an AP. I hope you must have watched the introductory video of this chapter. I am explaining you the formula that we have to use here. Like find the sum of the following APs. We have learned till now that if A and D of an AP are known, we can find any number of terms in the sequence, right? Moreover, now this exercise is about finding sum of n terms of an AP, right? So n terms of an AP is given as n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. Right? So this is the formula that you have to use to find the sum of n terms of an AP, where we know that A and D are given in the question and number of terms will also be given, how many terms you have to find the sum for. So this is the formula when the sequence is given in the terms of A and D. Sometimes we see that like in a sequence we are given like 2, 5 and this number, so that 2, 5, 8, 11, the last term is also given to us. So in that case, if L is known, this formula modifies to n by 2 A plus L. How this get modifies into this, that I have described in introductory video. So these are the two formulae that we'll be using to solve this exercise, to find the sum of n terms of an AP. So in case last term is not given, you can use this formula. In case last term is given, you can use this formula, right? So the question says, find the sum of the following APs in which the first term is 2. In this case, to find D, A2 minus A1 is 7 minus 2, that is 5. So D in this case becomes 5 and A is 2. So basic two things are given to us. And now he is asking for finding the sum of n terms. So n here is 10. Find the sum of this sequence to 10 terms. So n is 10. I am directly applying this formula. Sn is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. Right? N is 10. 10 by 2. 2 multiplied by a. Substitute a by 2. N is 10 minus 1, D is 5, right? So we have 5 here, 10 divided by 2 is 5, 4 plus 9 5s are 45. So this becomes 5 multiplied by 45 plus 4 is 49. So 49 times 5 is 5, 4. This is 490. Sorry, 5 was a 20, 24. Right? So this becomes 49 into 5 is 245. That means S10 is 245. Right? Next is sequence here is negative 37, negative 33. So the first term of this sequence is minus 37. Then to find D, we calculate A2 minus A1, which is minus 33. Minus 33 minus minus 37. This is your A2. This is A1. So A2 minus A1 is minus 33 minus minus 37. So this becomes minus 33 plus 37, which is 4. So the value of D is 4 and A is minus 37, right? Here we have to find the sum of 12 terms. First 12 terms, starting from minus 37, you have to take sum up to 12 terms. So n here becomes 12. Again the formula is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. right? So we have to find S12. N is 12 divided by 2. 2 multiplied by A. A is minus 37. Plus value of N is 12 minus 1 and D is 4. So S12 becomes 12 divided by 2 is 6 multiplied by 37 2s are 74 minus 74. This is added to 11 times 4. 6 minus 74 plus 44. So we have 6 multiplied by minus 30. 4 minus 4 is 0, 7 minus 4 is 3. So we have minus 30, the sum becomes minus 180. The sum of 12 terms in this case becomes minus 180. Right? Next is 0.6, 1.7, 2.8 up to 100 terms. First term here is 0.6. And for the common difference, we have to take A2 minus A1, which is 1.7 minus 0.6. 7 minus 6 is 1 and minus 0 is 1. So here your D is 1.1. A is 0.6. And N here is 100. You have to find the sum of 100 terms. So S100 becomes that you have to find. I first write the formula. N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1 D. Right? So we have to find S100. N becomes 100 divided by 2. 2 multiplied by A. A is 0.6 plus N minus 1. 100 minus 1 times D. D is 1.1. So now we have 100 divided by 2 is 50. 2 multiplied by 0.6 is 1.2. This is 100 minus 1 is 99 multiplied by 1.1. So 50 multiplied by 1.2. We have 99 multiplied by 1.1. This is 1.1. So 108.9. 108.9. Add it to 1.2. So this is 9 plus 2, 11. 10, 0, 1, 1. Yes. Now this is 50 multiplied by 110.1. Right? So by this 0, this decimal gets to the right. Now we have 1101 multiplied by 5. 5055. 55. So we have 5505 as the sum of 100 terms. 5505. Right? Next question is, here your A1 is 1 over 15. First term is 1 by 15, and for the common difference, we have to take the difference between A2 and A1. So it is A2 minus A1, which is 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15. So 12 5s are 60, 15 4s are 60. So we have 1 by 60 as the common difference. Common difference is 1 over 60 and first term is 1 by 15. N here is 11. You have to find the sum of first 11 terms. So Sn is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Right? N here is 11. 11 by 2. 2 times a. A is 1 over 15. Plus n is 11 minus 1 and d is 1 over 60. So now we can calculate these things like 2 by 15 plus 11 minus 1 is 10 multiplied by 1 by 60. Right? you can multiply these two terms, so these two zeros get reduced. This is 11 by 2, so we have 2 by 15 added to 1 by 6. Now this is 11 by 2, LCM of 15 and 6 is 30. 30 divided by 15 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. So we have 11 by 2 multiplied by 9 by 30. Right? 9 by 30 means here 3 3s are 9 and 3 10s are. Rest they cannot be reduced further. So we have 33 by 20. That means S11 is 33 by 20. Right? Next question is find the sums given below. So here the question is itself in the form of a series where the first term is given and the last term is also given. So you can, from this sequence, you can write first term is 7. And to find D, we have to calculate A2 minus A1. This is your A2, this is A1. So A2 is 10 and a half. That means 20 plus 1, 21 by 2 minus 7. LCM is 2. We have 21 minus 2 sevens are 14. This is 7 by 2. D is 7 by 2, or you can write 3.5 in the mixed fractions. Here n is not given to us, right? So first of all, before getting to find Sn, we have to find n here. If this is the sequence, you can see that 84 is the last term of the sequence. Last term, now last term means if this sequence has got n terms, this is your an. An is 84. So first, before solving for sum, we have to look for the value of n. Now use the formula for an. An can be written as a plus n minus 1d, which is 84. A here is 7. So a can be replaced by 7. N we have to find here, and d is 7 by 2. So this is 84. So now I have n minus 1 multiplied by 7 by 2. Bring this 7 to right hand side, it comes in subtraction. So n minus 1 multiplied by 7 by 2, we have 77. N minus 1 is kept here. This 7 is in multiplication on the left hand side, comes into division on right hand side. 2 is in division, it comes into multiplication on RHS. So this becomes n minus 1 is equal to 22. So n becomes 22 plus 1, so n is 23. Right? So you see that in this question n was not given, so this was an additional thing to be done. A we have got, D we have got. Now we have also got n. To find the sum of the whole sequence, we have to find S of 23 terms. So Sn is n by 2. Now in this case, since we know the last term, we can use this formula to reduce the calculation. Sn is n by 2 a plus l. You can use that one also, n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d, but this way calculations can be reduced. S23 is 23 by 2. First term here is 7, last term here is 84. So you can write 23 by 2, and this is 84 plus 7. This is 91. Right? So this cannot be reduced further. So we have to write 91 multiplied by 23. 3 ones are 3, 3 nines are 27, 2s are 18. 3, 9, 2093 divided by 2. So S23 is this value. Right? And if we have to write it in mixed fractions, you can divide this by 2. 2 ones are 2, 0. Then we have 0. 2 4s are 2 4s are 8, 13. 2 6 are 12, 1. So we can write this as S23 can be 1046 whole 1 by 2. Right? Next is also a series with the first term and the last term also given. Here your first term is 34. For D, we have to calculate A2 minus A1, which is 32 minus 34. That is negative 2. D is negative 2. Now A and D are known to us, but we do not know the number of terms in the sequence. For that we have to, if this is the last term, we have to take this as an. Now we have to find n for this. That means an is 10. So the value of an is a plus n minus 1d, which is 10. Now a is 34 plus n minus 1 times d is negative 2 is equal to 10. So we have negative 2 multiplied by n minus 1 is equal to 10 minus 34. This is minus 24. So minus 2 times n minus 1 is minus 24. So n minus 1 becomes minus 24 by minus 2. This is 12. N is 12 plus 1. So n becomes 13. Right? So the number of terms in the sequence are 13. Number of terms is 13 and first and last terms are given to us. So Sn, again we are going to use the simpler formula n by 2 a plus l. Sn here is S13. We have 13 terms in the sequence. So this becomes 13 by 2. First term is 34. Last term is 10. So this is 13 by 2 multiplied by 44. Right? This is 22 multiplied by 13. 66 and 22. Right? So we have 286. 286 is the sum of these 13 terms of the sequence. Right? Next is, here A1 is minus 5. And for D, we have to look for A2 minus A1, which is minus 8 minus A1 is minus 5. Don't get confused. This minus is for the formula and A1 is negative 5. So this becomes minus 8 plus 5, which is minus 3. So D is minus 3 and A is minus 5. Right? Again, we have to find n here. So the formula is an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. An is negative 230. Value of a is negative 5. N we have to find and d is minus 3. So now we have minus 230. Bring this negative 5 to left hand side, it becomes plus 5. N minus 1 multiplied by minus 3. So this is minus 225 is equal to minus 3 multiplied by n minus 1. Now minus 225 divided by minus 3 is n minus 1. So we have 3 7s are 21, 3 5s are 50. N minus 1. So we have n is equal to 75 plus 1. So n is 76. Right? Now we have got a, d as well as n. So we use the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l. L is known to us. This is the last term. S76 becomes 76 by 2. First term is minus 5 and last term is minus 230. So this becomes 76 by 2 multiplied by minus 235. This is 38. So we have 38 multiplied by minus 235. 235 multiplied by 38. 44 is the 24, 28, 2, 16 and 2, 18. 5 3s are 15, 1, 9 and 1, 10, 1, 6, 7, 0, 9 and 8. So we have S76 is equal to minus of 8930. Right? So this is the sum of 76 terms of this AP. In the next question, in an AP, given things are A is equal to 5, D is 3, AN is 50, find SN and N. This is the same question but given in different form. Here your first term is 5, D is already given, which is 3. So basic two things are given to us. Now the series says the last term of the sequence is AN, which is 50. AN is 50 and N is not known to us. So before going to find SN, we have to look for N. AN represents A plus N minus 1D, which is 50. So A is 5, N we have to calculate, and D is 3. This is 50. Now we have N minus 1 into 3, which is 50 minus 5. You can take this 5 to right hand side. So this becomes 3 times N minus 1, which is 45. N minus 1 is 45 by 3. So we have N minus 1 is 15, right? And N becomes 15 plus 1. So we have N is equal to 16, right? So first thing we have found N is 16. Now we have to find Sn. Now in this case, we are using, since here also you can use either of the two formulas, like Sn is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, and this you can treat this as your An or L, last term. So I prefer this formula. Sn is n by 2, a plus L. So we have 16 terms in the sequence. So n values 16 divided by 2. First term is 5 and last term is 50, right? So we have 16 divided by 2 is 8 multiplied by 55. 8 5s are 40, 44. This is 440. Sn or S16 is 440. Next, this is also the same case now. In this case, you have to find D first. A is 7. First term is given to us, and 13th term. A13 is 35. So we very well know that the formula for An is A plus n minus 1d. So we can write here as A plus 13 minus 1, 12d, which is 35. So the value of A is known to us and D can be calculated from here. 7 plus 12d is 35. So 12d becomes 35 minus 7. That is 12d is 15 minus 7 is 8, and we have 28. So D is A13 is 35. So A plus 12d, 35 minus 7 is 28. 12d, yes, the D is 28 by 12. That means 4 3s are 4 7s are. So the value of D is 7 by 3. Right? So D we have found. S13. That means N in this case is given to us that we have to find the sum of 13 terms. So D we have found. Now we have to look for S13. S13. So we can use, what formula shall we use? A13 is given to us. The value of 13th term. That means the last term of the sequence that we require. We have to find the sum of series up to 13th term. And 13th term itself is given to us. So Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l. S13, n is 13 here. First term is 7. A is 7. And last term means A13 because we are looking for sum up to 13th term. So that itself is 35. So this is 13 by 2. 35 plus 7 is 42. Right? So we can write this as 21. 21 by multiplied by 13, 273. So S13 becomes 273. Right? D we have found, but it is not mandatory that you have to use that long formula and do the calculation. If first and last term are known, you can separately find the value of S13. Next is A12 is 37. A12. A12 is 37. D is 3. D is 3. Find A. Right? So here first term is not known to us. So using this relationship, A12 is 37. We know that A12 can be replaced by A plus 11D, which is 37. Right? A we have to find 11 times D. D itself is 3. So we have this. A plus 33 is 37. So the value of A comes out to be 37 minus 33. A is 4. Right? So first thing we have found, A is 4. D we know that it is 3. And for S12, N becomes 12. N becomes 12. Right? So N is 12 here. So we have to find S12. Three things are known to us. Here we don't know. Here also we have A12 which is 37. If we have to find the sum up to 12th term and 12th term itself is known, that means this is the last term for the sequence we are looking for. So A12 means the last term for us because we have to find up to 12 terms. So Sn is n by 2 a plus l. N is 12 divided by 2. First term we have found A which is 4. L is A12 which is 37. So we have 12 by 2 multiplied by 41. Right? So you multiply this, or you can leave it in fractions or mixed fractions. 40, okay, sorry, this can be reduced. 6 multiplied by 41. This is 4, 6 ones are 6, 6 fours are 24. So S12 here is 246. Right? Next is A3, S10 is given. Find D and A10. Now this is different kind of question. A3 is given to us. A3 is 15. S10. S10 means sum of first 10 terms is given to us. So we have to find common difference and 10th term. So by using these two information, we can make two equations out of them. A3 becomes A plus 2D, which is 15. Right? This cannot be solved further because we have two variables here. Out of this equation, let this be equation 1. S10 is 125. So what can we write at the place of S10? S10 is 10 by 2. Use this formula. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a or here also, since S10 is given, now we have to find A10. Okay, I'm in this question particularly, I'm using the other one, n minus 1d, right? N by 2, 10 by 2, 2 times A plus n here. This is n. N is 10. 10 minus 1 times d is 125. Right? Okay, see, this is n by 2. We are given the sum of 10 terms. So n here becomes 10. So 10 by 2. 2 times a, first term is not known to us, so I have written 2a. N minus 1d. N is 10. 10 minus 1 times d. This is 125. So we simplify it further. 5 times 2a plus 9d is 125. So we can write 2a plus 9d is 125. Take this 5 to right hand side in division. So this becomes 25. So we have 2a plus 9d is 25. This is your second equation. So from the given information, we have derived these two equations in two variables. We can solve them. This is 2. Write first equation just below this. A plus 2d is equal to 15. And now subtract first equation from the second one. Change all the signs. No, this cannot be done because again, even if we are subtracting again, we are getting equation in two variables. So before doing that, what we have to do is multiply this whole equation by 2 so that the coefficient of a becomes same. This is, I'm writing the first equation, second equation here, 2a plus 9d is 25. By multiplying this whole equation, this becomes 2a. This becomes 4d. This becomes 15 times 2 is 30. Now I can subtract. Minus, minus, minus. So this gets reduced. 9d minus 4d is 5d. 25 minus 30 is minus 5. So d is minus 1. D we have found, right? Next we have to find A10. A10 is A plus 9d. A we know. Okay, A is also not known. So first we have to find A by putting this value D into either of these two equations. Just use it here. This is, I'm doing it here. A plus 2D is 15. So A plus 2 times minus 1 is 15. So we have A minus 2 is 15. A becomes 15 plus 2, 17. Right? So A is 17 plus 9 times D. D is minus 1. So we have 17 minus 9, which is 8. So A10 is 8. Right? So we know that by the given two things, first we developed two equations in terms of A and D both. Now we had two linear equations in two variables, which we solved by elimination method to find the first variable. Putting this variable into either of these two equations, we have found the second variable A. By knowing A and D, we can find any value, and we have found 8, 10 here, which is 8. So the second part is also done now. Fifth part is D is 5. Sum of 9 terms is 75, right? S9 is 75. So n here is, n is 9. So by using formula for Sn is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. N is 9 here, 9 by 2, 2 times a is not known to us, we have to find a. N minus 1, n is 9 minus 1, d is known to us, which is 5. So we have this being equal to 75. This is 9 by 2. 2a plus 9 minus 1 is 8. 5s are 40. So we can solve this equation for the value of a. This is 9 by 2. 2a plus 40 is 75. Take this 2 to the right hand side. This is 2a plus 40, 75. Take this 2 into multiplication. This 9 goes into division when it goes to RHS. So this is the value. Like 3 3s are 3 25s. So we have 2a plus 40 is equal to 50 by 3. So we can find 2a as 50 by 3 minus 40. Right? So 2a becomes 3, 50 minus 120. 43s are 120. 2a is minus 70 by 3. So a becomes minus 70 by 3. This gets divided by 2 also. So the value of a is minus 35 by 3. Right? This is minus 35 by 3. Now a is known to us, d is known to us, n is known to us, and a we have found, which is minus 35 by 3, and second thing we have to find a9. a9 is a plus 8d. a is minus 35 by 3 plus 8 times d. d is 5. We have minus 35 by 3 plus 8 5s are 40. So minus 35, take this LCM as 3, this becomes 120. 120 minus 35. 10 minus 5 is 5, 11 minus 3 is 8. 85 by 3. Right, so this is the value of a9. 85 by 3, and a is, first term is minus 35 by 3. Now the next question is, given that a is 2, first term is 2, and d is also given to us as 8. Now we are also given that Sn is 90. Sn means sum of n terms is 90. We have to find n and an. So sum of few terms is given as 90, and we have to find the number of those terms first. So that means n has to be found. After finding n, we have to find the value of that nth term. Right? These two things have to be found. So what we can start with, we have a and d, and only thing given to us is Sn, which is 90. Sn is 90. Sn can be represented as n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, which is 90. Right? N is not known to us. A and d we know. So n can be written as it is. 2, a is represented by 2, n we don't know, and d we have 8. Right? So we can solve it further. This becomes 4 plus 8n minus 8, which is 90. Further, we can solve this as n by 2. This is 8n. 4 minus 8 is minus 4, which is 90. Right? So we have multiply. You can take this 2 to right hand side. So this becomes n. 8n minus 4. Take this 2 to right hand side. So it becomes 90 multiplied by 2. So we have 8n square minus 4n is 180. We can see that 4 is common to all the terms in this equation. First of all, we can bring all these terms on the same side. This becomes minus 180, 0. Now we can take 4 common from here. So we are left with 2n square we have 2n square. Taking out 4 we are left with n. Taking out 4 we are left with 45, right? And taking that 4 to right hand side, 0 by 4 becomes 0. So now we have to do the middle term split here. Being in the standard form, you can multiply 2 by minus 45. 2 multiplied by minus 45 is negative 90. Factors of 90 in which one is positive, one is negative. And since this is negative, the bigger one has to be negative. So look for the numbers. Product of whom gives us minus 90 and their sum gives us minus 1. So you can factorize 90. This is 45, 15, 15 and 6. No. Then again 3, 5s are 5, 1s are. So we should have two consecutive numbers so that the sum and difference becomes 1. This is 15 and 6. No. This is 9 and 10. So 9 and 10. 10 into 9 is 90 and minus 10 plus 9 is minus 1. 2n square minus 10n plus n minus 45 is 0. Plus 9n, sorry. Right? So minus 10 multiplied by 9 is minus 90. Minus 10 plus 9 is minus 1. So taking out 2n common, we have n minus 5 inside the bracket. From these two, we can take out 9 common so that we have n minus 5 in the bracket. So n minus 5 is common to both the expressions. We are left with 2n plus 9 after that, which is 0. So the value of n comes out to be 5, or n is equal to minus 9 by 2. Right? Now minus 9 by 2, as we have done similar question, n means the number of term which is represented. Small n represents natural number. This is a fractional number, moreover it is negative. So we can reduce this value, leave this value apart, and the value of n becomes 5, which is useful to us. So now we have found the value of n here. N is 5, we have to find a5 afterwards. A5 is a plus 4d. A is 2 plus 4 times d. D is 8. That is a5 becomes 2 plus 8 fours are 32, which is 34. So a5 is 34. Right? This question has got many parts and every part is a different technique of asking different questions. So this is, in this part, a, that means first term is 8. An is given to us, which is 62. Particular term is, the value of particular term is 62. We have to find the number of the term. An is 62. To find n, we require d also. D is also not known to us. We have to find n and d both, but this is the information that first an is given to us as 62 and sum of those number of terms is also given to us as 210. An is 62. I can substitute the value of an as to get this equation, right? So a is known to us, which is 8. 8 plus n minus 1 d is 62. Here n and d both are unknown. So what we can do is n minus 1 times d is 62 minus 8. So n minus 1 times d is 54. This is our first equation. We have used this information, use this too. Now we have Sn as 210. Sn is 210. Now Sn can be substituted by n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. This is equal to 210. And we don't know, so we can write this as n by 2. 2 times a is 2 times 8 plus n minus 1d. So now see, this is very interesting here. N by 2, n is not known to us, only n is not known to us. 2 times 8 is 16. See, this is n minus 1 times d, and we have got the value here. N minus 1 multiplied by d. N minus 1 multiplied by d is equal to 54. So I have just substituted this value straightforward. So now you can see this equation has become an equation in one variable. So we can get the value of n from here. N by 2 multiplied by this becomes 70. So we have 35. Now n becomes 210 divided by 35. Solve this. 7 5s are 7 30s are and 5 6s are. So the value of n comes out to be 6. This is quite easy and different kind of question. We have just used a particular value in the format into another equation. N becomes 6. Now we have to find d, so we can use any of these equations. This is the simplest one. We have n minus 1 times d as 54. N is 6 minus 1 times d is 54. So 5d is 54. Right? So d becomes 54 by 5. We can either write it in fractions or in decimals. It becomes, we can write this in fractional form. Like 54 by 5 is 10 5s are 50. This is 10 whole 4 by 5. Right? So next we have an is given to us, d is given to us, Sn is given to us. Again we have to find n and a here. An, any number of term is 4. Common difference is 2. This is the basic information. Sn is minus 14. Right? These three things are given to us. Again, we have to make two equations from these two informations. An is 4. That means a plus n minus 1 times d is 4. A is not known to us, so let it be. N is also not known to us. D is 2. So this is the information, and we can open this to simplify. This is 2n. 2n minus 2 is equal to 4. So the equation becomes, this is a plus 2n is 4 plus 2. So a plus 2n becomes 6. Let this be our first equation. In terms of a and n, we have to find both the things here, a and n. Now the second equation is Sn. Sn is minus 14. N is not known, so let it be n. 2 times a. A is also not known, so we have n minus 1. D is 2. This is minus 14. N by 2 multiplied by 2a plus, you can open this. This becomes 2n minus 2, which is minus 14. We can take this 2 to right hand side, so it becomes n 2a plus 2n minus 2. Take this 2 to right hand side, it becomes minus 28. So now we again have got another equation in terms of a and n both. What we can do here, if we multiply all these things, it becomes very ambiguous question. What we can do is, from this value we can write value of a, substitution, 6 minus 2n. right? The value of a is 6 minus 2n from this first equation. So I'm trying to substitute it. N keeping this as same. At the place of a, I'm writing this as 6 minus 2n plus 2n minus 2. Now you can see that our equation has become an equation in one variable. Whether it is quadratic or linear, this n is outside. This is 12 minus 4n plus 2n minus 2 is minus 28. So we get n minus 4n plus 2n is minus 2n. 12 minus 2 is 10. So we can see that we have got a quadratic equation. This is 10n. Implies that 10n minus 2n square is minus 28. Taking these all terms to right hand side, this becomes 2n square, this becomes minus 10n, and minus 28 is there. Now take this 2 common from here. It becomes n square minus 5n minus 14 is 0. Now this is the quadratic equation. You have to perform middle term split here. 1 times 14 is 14 minus 14. Factorize this. So we have 14 times 1, which is not useful. We have 7 twos are 14. So we write here minus 7n plus 2n. Minus 7 times 2 is minus 14. Minus 7 added to 2 is minus 5. Right? So taking out n common, we have n minus 7. 2 common, we have n minus 7. This is 0. So we have n minus 7, n plus 2 is equal to 0. N is either 7 or minus 2. Minus 2 is not possible being the number of term. It cannot be negative. So n is 7 here. N we have got 7. And for a, for the value of a, we have a is 6 minus 2n. N is 7. This is 6 minus 14. That is minus 8. So the value of a is minus 8. Right, now we have found both the things. Next question is a is 3, n is 8, and Sn is 192. S is 192, find D. A is 3, first term is 3, n is given as 8, and Sn for this term is given as 192. That means if n is 8, we can write this as S8, which is 192. We have to find D. So only equation that can be formed from here is S8. S8 is 192. So by the formula, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d is Sn, right? So the value of Sn, S8 can be written as 192. N is 8. So 8 by 2, 2 times a. A is 3. N we have 8 minus 1. D we have to find. This is very simple question. We have only one thing to find, which is available in this one equation. So this becomes 4 multiplied by 6 plus 7d is 192. Take this 4 to right hand side. This becomes 6 plus 7d, which is 192 divided by 4. 4 4s are 16, 4 8s are 32. So 6 plus 7d is 48. Implies that 7d is 48 minus 6. We have 7d being 42. So the value of d comes out to be 42 by 7. D is 6. Right? Next is, okay, here the last term is known to us. L is 28. L represents an, that means the last term of the sequence, n being the number of terms. And given that S is 144 and there are total 9 terms. See, a sequence is like A1, A2, A3 up to the last term is, since we have only 9 terms, that means ninth term is the last term of the sequence. And sum of those 9 terms is 144. So try to analyze, things are same only in the modified form. So Sn is 144. Sn is 144. S9 is 144. So n is 9 and an. See, the last term denotes an. An is 28 last term. And n here is 9, so a9 is 28. Right? Now we have got this thing. Last term is the ninth term. Since the sequence has only 9 terms, this is the last term. And since this is at the ninth position, so a9 is 28. So we have a plus 8d is 28. Right? Now a and d both are not known to us. So this is the first equation that we have got. Now look for another equation. S9 is 144. 9 by 2, what we can do here? If I write this as a plus L, I will be having another equation next 2 variables. Instead, I should write 2a plus n minus 1, 9 minus 1d being 144. So we have 9 by 2, 2a plus 8d. This is 144. What we can do here is 2a plus 8d. Take this 9 by 2 which gets flipped when it goes to right hand side. It becomes 2 by 9. 2a plus 8d, 16 2s are 32. What we can do here is 2 is common. So taking 2 common, we are a plus 4d. Divide this 2 on the right hand side. So this becomes 16. Right? These are 2 equations now. And we can solve these 2 equations to find a and d. We only have to find a here. So a plus 8d is 28 and a plus 4d is 16. We can simply subtract equation 2 from equation 1. Minus, minus, minus. 8d minus 4d is 4d. 28 minus 16 is 12. So d becomes 12 by 4. That is 3. Now d is 3. We have to find a. Putting this value in equation 1, we have a plus 8d as 28. So a becomes 8 times 3, 28. So a is 28 minus 24. A is 4. Right? So this is the value of a in this case. So now we are done with those 10 parts of question 3. The next question says, how many terms of the AP must be taken to give a sum of 636? AP in terms of 3 first members is given to us, like 9, 17, 25 and so on. We do not know number of terms in the sequence, but we require a sum of 636. Sn here is 636. A is 9. D is A2 minus A1, which is 17 minus 9 is 8. So D is 8. D is 8. A is 9. N is not known to us, right? What we have to do is Sn. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Right? Now Sn is given to us 636. N is not known. Then we have 2 times a, which is 9. n is not known, d is 8. So this is an equation in one variable n. We have to simplify this. We can take this 2 to right hand side. 2 6 are 12, 1 2 3 are 6 and 1 7, 1272. So we have n 18 plus 8n minus 8. 1272 is n times 18 minus 8 is 10 plus 8n. So we have a quadratic equation which is 1272 is 10n plus 18n square. So finally we take everything to the right hand side. An square plus 10n minus 1272 is 0. We can take 2 common from here. So we have 4n square plus 5n minus 636, which is 0. So now we have a large multiplication to be factorized. We have 636 multiplied by 4. 4 6 are 24, 2 4 3s are 12. Instead of using middle term split here, I prefer to use direct discriminant formula. Like n can be found as minus b, minus of 5. B is 5, right? Minus 5 plus minus under root of b square. B square is 5 square, which is 25. Minus 4ac, 4 times minus 636, right? Upon 2a, 2 times 4. So we have minus 5 plus minus. You have to multiply. This is 636 multiplied by 4 4s are 16. 636 multiplied by 6 6 are 36. 3 6 3s are 18 and 3 21. 36 and 2 38. And this is 636. 6 7 10176. See, 10176 added to 25. These two minus sign becomes positive. This is 25. So we have 1, then 0, then 2, then 0, then 1. 10201, we have square root of 10201 by 8. So now we can find the square root of this number, make pairs from this side. 1 1s are 1, 0. This is 0, 2. Write double of this 2. So 0, 0. Write 0. 2, 0, 1. Double of 10 is 20. 2, 0, 1. 1s are 2, 0, 1. This is the square root of this number, right? So n is minus 5 plus minus 101 upon 8. So how we can solve this? N is, once you can take this as plus 101. So we have minus 5 plus 101. 101 minus this is 96. 96 by 2. Other way, if we take minus 5 minus 101, this is minus 106 by 2. We can drop this value because n cannot be negative. So this is 48. So value of n comes out to be 48. Right? You can use this quadratic formula, discriminant formula, to solve quadratic equations which are having bigger numbers to be factorized. Next is the first term of an AP is 5, the last term is 45, and the sum is 400. You can develop this sequence as 5. This is A1, A2 is not known to us. Last term is 45, which is AN. Right? Also, we are given that Sn is 400. So we have to develop two equations here. An is 45, right? Which is a plus n minus 1d, which is 45. Here d is not known to us, n is neither known to us. So A is 5 plus n minus 1d is 45. So we have n minus 1d being 45 minus 5. N minus 1d is equal to 40. Write this as first relationship. We have got about two variables. Next is Sn. Sn is 400. Sn can be replaced by n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d is equal to 400. Now you can ask me one question here, why I haven't taken L over here. See, last term is given to us. But since if I take L over here, I will get an equation in A and L, which is a different equation in two variables. Here we have N and D, which is again a different equation. So instead of this, we should use the terms which are similar so that we can substitute the values from one equation. N by 2, 2 multiplied by 5 plus n minus 1d is 400. See, now n by 2 is written as it is, but again n minus 1 times d is known to us, which is 40, right? So this becomes an equation in n only. N by 2 multiplied by 50 is 400. So we get n is equal to 400 multiplied by 2 divided by 50. 5 8s are 40, n is 16. Right? Find the number of terms and the common difference. So now we have found n. We can substitute this value in this equation 1. So n minus 1d is 40. 16 minus 1d is 40. Right? 15d is 40. 15d is 40. So d becomes 40 by 15. That means 5 3s are, 5 8s are. So the value of d comes out to be 8 by 3. Right? So we have found the common difference and the number of terms both. Next is the first and the last terms of an AP are 17 and 350. First term is 17. An is 350. Last term being, you can write this as L or nth term. If the common difference is 9, D is 9. See, now these two things, basic things are given to us. How many terms are there is, and what is their sum? N we have to find and Sn we have to find, right? So write the information in very precise form so that you can utilize it while doing the question. An is 350. From this we can find n if a and d are known to us. This is a plus n minus 1d being 350, right? A is 17, n we have to find, d is 9. So this is 17, or 17 we can take to that side. This becomes 9 times n minus 1 is 350 minus 17, which is 333. So n minus 1 becomes 333 divided by 9. 9 3s are 27, 63, 9 7s are 63. So n becomes 37 plus 1. N is 38. Right? N we have found. Now we have to find Sn. Sn is, see, n, to reduce the calculation, the last term is given to us. This is 350. So we can use this formula instead. N by 2, a plus L. Right? N is 38 divided by 2. First term here is 17 and last term is 350. Right? So 38 by 2. Don't get confused. N is 38. N means the number of term is 38, which is representing 350. That means if there are n terms, that means there are 38 terms. And the 38th term is 350. So the last term is the sequence is 350. 19 multiplied by, this is 367, right? So 367 multiplied by 19. 9 sevens are 63, 6, 9 6 are 54 and 6, 60, 6, 27 and 6 is 33. 3, 6, 7, 3, 7, 9, 6. So S38 or SN is 6973. Now the last question for this video is find the sum of the first 22 terms of an AP. S22 we have to find, in which D is 7. D is 7 and 22nd term is 149. 22nd term is 149, right? So from this information we can write A22 as A plus 21D, which is 149. First term is not known to us, but D is given. So A can be found from here. 21 times 7 is 149. So how we can write this as A plus 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14. A is 149 minus 147. So A becomes 2. Right? Now A we have got, D we have got. Find the sum of first 22 terms. That means N is 22 here. So A, D and N, everything is given to us. We have to find S22. S22 is 22 by 2, 2A. Sn is N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1D. So this is 22 by 2. 2 times A is 2 times 2. N is 22 minus 1 and D is 7. So we have 11 multiplied by 4 plus 22 minus 1 is 21 multiplied by 7. 11, 4 plus 147. So we have 11 multiplied by 151. So 151 multiplied by 11 is 151, 151, 1661. So sum of 22 terms is 1661. Right? So I hope when you become clear by writing the given information in precise terms, then you have to look for what information and what equations you can draw from those informations. Then using the given data like A, where somewhere it is A which is given, somewhere it is D given, you can look for, you have only got two formulae, AN and SN, and you have to make maximum use of those two formulae to solve everything in these questions. So I hope these questions are very much clear to you and you liked watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you.